Hey guys, Sebastian here from Wild Grace Vintage. In today's video, we'll be talking about the Great Eastern Effects Designer Drive. This pedal is hand-built in the UK with very high standards, and it's just one of those overdrives that you rarely come across. Typically, guitarists, whenever we want to use an overdrive pedal, we tend to match it with the guitar and the amp to get the specific sound that that pedal has to offer. So we're constantly exchanging pedals in and out. However, rarely you come across a pedal like this that really allows you to tweak all your controls on the fly with very intuitive controls that give you exactly what you want. They call it the flexible gain shaper, because in reality, that's what it does. It adds gain to your signal and then you can shape it however you like. The pedal works well with any type of guitars, with any type of amp. If you want to use it in front of a clean amp, or if you want to use it to push an amp that already has some drive, it does that really well too. So the first knob here, it's the gain control. What it does is that it gives you a wide palette of gain, from like very thin, light overdrive to like blazing high gain tones and anything in between. Then the second control, the edge, is very interesting. This control, typically you might think, oh, it's probably just a tone control that rolls off high end. In reality, it doesn't do that. It's a mix of a presence and a tone control. So what it does is that it takes away some of like the sparkliness from the edge and kind of like has this low pass filter that rolls off some of the highs, but in a spot that just sounds, well, effectively like the name says, like you're taking the edge off the sound. So if you have a guitar that has single coils, for example, you can take off some of that edge and take away some of the sparkliness if you want a smoother, more fluid-like drive, and vice versa if you have something that, you know, is a darker sounding instrument. The next one, level. It's very self-explanatory. It's just volume. And you have a lot of headroom on tap. You can use these pedals as a clean boost or just to push the front end of your amp really hard. And then finally, the most interesting part is this width control here, which what it does is truly amazing. It allows you to make your sound thinner or thicker. And you actually have that label in the pedal and it does exactly that. The way it does it is by controlling the EQ and the gain structure. So for example, if you have it on the thin setting, you'll have very little low end, quite a lot of highs, and a mid that is very flat. This is specifically useful if you're using a guitar that has, again, humbuckers and you feel like your sound's a bit muddy, then you can thin it out and bring some sparkle back into your sound. Now, in the fat setting, it does the complete opposite. I feel like it works really well with single coils. In that case, it literally fattens up your sound. So if you feel like you're playing with a tone that is a bit too thin, that's just gonna add a bit more bass, a bit more low mid, tame your highs a bit, and then gives you a more robust gain structure. The gear that we'll be using to demo this pedal is this Fender Custom Shop 1959 reissue Fiesta Red Stratocaster with gold hardware. And I gotta say, this guitar is just amazing. I mean, it feels really good, has a nice fat neck with jumbo frets, fat 50s pickups, and a bird's eye maple neck that just looks gorgeous. Plus, the weight is really nice, and it's just one of those that plays really, really well. The amp, it's a Fender Princeton reissue, set to a clean-ish point where if I dig in hard, I'll get a little bit of drive. Right now, the volume knob is on 4.5, so you get an idea of the type of sounds that we'll be getting here. Let's go ahead and play for a bit so you guys can hear how it sounds. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys want to find out more about this gear, the links are down below in the description. For more info, you can check out our website, waltgracevintage.com. And finally, if you enjoyed this content, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. For more stuff like this, follow us on Instagram at @waltgracevintage. My name is Sebastian. Till next time.